What's up, guys? Welcome to the world's greatest sports betting show. I'm your host, John Hyslop, joined always by the incredibly talented Matt Modi. What's up, Matt?
What's up, Slop? Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking in the background. Of course, like the second the button hits record, they know that they should start barking. That's exactly what happened. I know you got two dogs, you know what it's like, but apologize if that's coming through.
No, it happens. I wouldn't worry about it. I gave my dog Benadryl today, the puppy. I didn't give it, the vet did, but she was getting a shot, the distemper one, like the second one. So I heard that this other dog from her same litter had like a reaction. So I just said something, and the girl was like, well, we could give her Benadryl before the shot, but she'd be a little bit tired later on. And I was like, well, I hate to do it, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like, how tired are we talking? Is she just going to sleep the rest of the day?
Oh, that's awful.
The lady was like, yeah. I was like, oh, man,
But
I hate to see it. But, yeah, I mean, it's for her own benefit. So
yeah, it's for her.
I did the right thing.
That's big of you.
Yeah, it is. It is. It really. I didn't want to brag about that, but here I am bragging about it. But yeah, no, because the construction guys, they're here. They got to get the floors in. Once the floors are in, I think we might be okay for this show, all the live streams. But again, we're just gonna gamble through it. We're fine. That's what we did yesterday, and of course, Nigel wants to start with the home runs first. We only hit one of them, but here's the thing. It was Schwarber. We had Lindor. Henderson hit like a 390 something. Like, so whatever. Ohtani probably should have hit a home run. I didn't look at his exit velocity logs. And then Bobby Witt and Vlad. I don't know what happened to them. I think those were mine.
Yeah. Well, no, Witt was mine.
Okay.
He had his stolen from Salvador Perez. So if anything, that should be refunded. It's not my fault if somebody steals his home run. And then, yeah, I had Gunnar, and like you said, I mean, 387-foot double. What are you supposed to do? Yeah,
no, it happens. We're betting guys hit the ball hard. That's all we're doing here. Everybody knows that, which is good. But I don't know, man. Hitting 1 out of 3 for me, I feel good because you've been hitting 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3. So like, I don't know if we have all-time show stats, but yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I also got somebody was mad at me on about Dub Club. He's a member of my Dub Club, and he's saying to me, how come I didn't get these picks? I was like, well, you got mine, you know what I'm saying? But I can't give yours to my people. I feel like that's big of me. Do you think that's
I
fine?
have had the opposite happen with my Dub Club, and I'm totally, I'm not going to, first of all, the show's free. You can watch it. You can listen to it. Totally free. And then also, can't give out someone else's plays on your own Dub Club and then be like, yeah, like my Dub Club members 8 today. It's like, well, from someone like, you know what I mean? You can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like to give out everything, you know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, I get that people don't like have time to watch this video or listen to this podcast, however you're doing it. Thank you if you're listening. That's awesome. But they don't have time to watch the stream later. Like, I don't have time to watch an hour stream. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally get that. But at the same time, I'm not going to email you or text you my bets every day, like not for free. You know what I mean? Like Dub Club is actually a delivery system that's amazing, to be honest with you. Like it literally notifies you the set. Like that is awesome. So that's a service. That's a premium service that like I'll provide. But like I said, I'm not really into the whole selling picks. So I think it's more of just me trying to figure out what the expectation is for everybody, because everyone should be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And by the way, if you don't have time to watch these streams or read every article that I write or, watch every show or listen to every podcast, there's a Dub Club link. All right. It's in the description. I try to make it as cheap as possible just because, like I said, I'm not really looking to like sell picks. It's not $100 service a month. It's nothing like that. But like I said, I'm not doing it for free. So that's a pretty fair price. I give specials all the time too. So there's that. Links in the description. Check that out. But yeah, so let's move on to football. What did we do yesterday? I think we had a pretty good day.
3-0 good. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a math guy.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest math guy, but I'm looking for the graphic. I don't even remember what we had. I think I had both quarterbacks under their passing yards. And then you had You had Breece Hall 5+ receptions, right?
Yep.
How many did he get?
At least 5. I don't know if he went more than 5 because once he hit the reception, the game was over and I went to sleep. But I know
Yeah.
that he got at least 5. And
Okay.
the bet was 5+.
Okay, that's good. I mean, that was really good to go 3-0 like that. That's awesome. Oh, you got exactly 5 from what they're telling me from the streets. So that's good. Christian McCaffrey was the other bet that you gave out. He obviously didn't play, so that voided. So that's why we're not even going to talk about it because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, got your money
it got
back.
voided.
No
Everyone like that. It was like nothing was bet. So that was good. Those 2 guys were in my SGP. I also wrote an article on Sports Betting Dime about those 2. Those were the 2 that I liked the most out of that SGP, and they cashed. Although I did not have either one of them straight because I don't like to do any straight bets for Mike minus 113. I just don't like doing it, and I'm not gonna do it. Told myself I'm not doing it. So, but again, it wasn't an SGP. That did lose. That was a big fat loser. I had under 49.5, which did not cash. And I had Tyler Conklin over 3 receptions, or 3+, sorry. And that did not cash. It looked like Lazard was used in the Conklin role. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't the Conklin role, but you know what I'm saying? Like in that over the middle type, I don't know, security blanket type role, I guess. And I probably should have seen that because those 2 have played together, and that the only reason Lazard is in New York is because of Rodgers. So that was a pretty easy read. So whoever got that right, good job by you, because that was smart.
Yeah. I mean, I saw some people on his anytime touchdown that was like plus 700.
Did you see anybody have 2?
Someone did. I forget who. I did see that someone who is, I think, affiliated with Dub Club got 2+.
Okay, because that would have been probably an incredible way to cash.
Yeah, the last
you know what I'm
second
saying? Like just incredible way to cash a plus, whatever the hell that had to be. Probably it was well over 2,000, right? Maybe 3.
It's got to be, yeah. I'm guessing like
if he's 700, then it's gotta be it. Do you see Bet365 as of this recording has now decided to pay out Jordan Mason. So that was good. I'll read you what they sent to this guy, Matt Williams. Matt Williams is he's a guy I follow. I mean, he does stuff everywhere, BSN. He's a FSWA nominee. So, I mean, like this guy's pretty deep in the game. I think he's more of a fantasy guy from what his Twitter says. But anyways, he bet Mason over 13.5 rushing yards. And they determined that the selection was placed at incorrect odds. As such, in accordance with our rules, will be settled at the revised odds minus 5,000. So it went from minus 110 to minus 5,000. Now, this dude placed it way before the news of McCaffrey. So those were not incorrect odds. Those were just that was a bet that was made before an announcement.
Yeah.
And they tried to do that, and he tweeted out that email or whatever that was. I don't know how, maybe that was in the app. Whatever it was, his message from Bet365. He tweeted it out, and I don't know. I
messed up.
Tweeted it, and I was like, dude, because I don't really like to I don't even like to talk about stuff like that, but that's messed up because a lot of times there's a back and forth that the person doesn't tell you about. Does that make sense? That tweet, like their beef with the book is something that, it might have been their fault too. You know what I'm saying? Like it might have been both, but this one is an obvious, like they're just like, screw you. Like we can just do what we want. And that is not cool. That's why we have legalization. Otherwise, why not just go to Bet Online? Because Dave Mason would never pull some shit like that ever.
Yeah. I mean, so is the precedent here, like if you ever get positive CLV on Bet365, they're just going to void it?
Yeah. Especially that positive where like the number was, I don't remember what the number was. I think it was like 15 yards the guy needed to get. 13.5.
Yeah. 13.5
rushing yards for Mason. That was his bar. He went for like $140.
Yeah.
Best game of his life. But again, without Christian McCaffrey, of course, the door's wide open. But the idea that they tried that to me is craziness. I also saw some people download or save that email and tweet that out as their own. Shame, shame, shame on you. I think you know who you are. If you're listening, don't do that stuff. That ain't cool, man. Quote tweet the guy who had the problem. Help him out. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a messed up thing. Imagine them doing that to you, bro.
Oh, and I love the last sentence. Please accept our apologies. I don't actually accept.
Yeah. Wait, what are you sorry for?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're sorry for bending me over?
Yeah. This was it's ridiculous. I mean, this is much, much more egregious, but it's in the same category as like the limits when you try to bet something and like they limit you to $2. It's like that's not even a competitive attempt to accept my action. I mean, $2 is, you know what I mean? Like that's ridiculous.
Yep.
And this is 10 times worse than that.
I think it's worse, way worse. But yeah, no, I think it's a shady practice that should not be allowed to happen ever.
Yeah.
Like that one, the limiting, I've accepted it. Whatever, I get it. You get kind of a ego boost. You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you say like, yeah, these punk ass dudes won't even, you know what I'm saying, take anything from me. But yeah, that is absurd.
I mean, yeah, that's inexcusable.
That's just like what?
Injury, like, and the thing is, let's say that Christian McCaffrey, let's say he plays the first snap and then realize he doesn't go. They're not revising those odds. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they accept injury news and when it benefits them. And do you think people that bet his under 13.5, did they revise those odds?
Yeah. So it would be plus what?
800. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have hit. So I guess that doesn't.
Yeah, really but like, I still want to see my odds as that.
Yeah.
I still want to see the revised odds be at plus 3,000 or 3,500, whatever nonsense number they want to hang up. All right, I think we should move on. Let's go to baseball. There's only baseball tonight. I mean, we can talk early look NFL, but if we're being completely honest with each other, and we are, I don't have anything even that I like. Like today would be the day that I would go start hunting for that, which I'll do after lunch. You know what I'm saying? Because you want your early, like, hey, what do I like? I think it's the Bills-Dolphins Thursday night, so we do get started out with something that could be considered like a game that, you know, with some meat on the bone, maybe a Keon Coleman type, you know, showing, something like that. But there was a million receivers in Buffalo this week. Did you notice that?
Yeah, the Kincaid thing. He had one target.
Yeah.
All I needed was 60 yards. I think he had a lot less than that. So
yeah,
some L's you got to.
It's not easy for the tight end to get to 60.
Yeah, some L's you got to take. But hey, not your market. 4-0 on anytime touchdowns on Sunday.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I didn't really do any touchdowns. That's really good. The ones I didn't do, I said I would not do, was Breece Hall, and he scored. So
yeah,
fun
but
stuff.
You didn't do it, so it's fine.
All right, so I'm going to go first. I don't think you're going to take this guy, so I don't really think it matters that I go first. But we'll look him up on the board. He just got there earlier. He's not anywhere other than FanDuel, but he's plus 800 at FanDuel. Jackson Chourio. I got to go to him. I'm not sure. Have you heard anything about the Giants pitcher? Because it says Birdsong everywhere, but on FanDuel it says to be determined. And usually the books get it right before the fantasy like research sites.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I don't know anything. I do know that yesterday part of my logic for Francisco Lindor was I thought it was going to be Chris Bassett. He was listed everywhere. FanDuel had him as TBD. I said, it's going to be Bassett, and it wasn't. So
that's scary.
Yeah. But I mean, Chourio could take anybody yard.
Yeah, I think so too. I like him against Birdsong though, because Birdsong is a very heavy,
he's a dinger guy,
right-handed dinger guy, like very. So I'm gonna get you his number right now. I just put up the wrong screen, but I'm getting there. He's given up 10 home runs in 52 innings, which he's on pace for 20 per 100, which is where I like him. So that's pretty big. But when you look, I think it's 7 to righties, 3 to lefties, 96 plate appearances to righties, and 7 of them have homered off of them. So and then 137 against lefties, and only 3 of those guys. So again, you can't really look at the home run numbers just because, you want to know are guys hitting the ball hard.
Yeah.
Like probably before that. But at the same time, that's a good enough split that, you really don't kind of dive too much deeper into it. But if you do, you'll notice that like the righty barrel rate is pretty good. We're talking like 16%.
That's crazy.
Against righties in the last month, 13.3% on the season, which is only 96 at bats. But think about that: 13% of the, like, we'll call it 100 guys that he's seen have gotten the barrel of the bat onto the ball. So if that's Churio, I'm pretty sure we're okay. Going through his game logs at Zeus, not great. He had a 90-mile-an-hour one the day before last. But on the 7th, he had a 106-mile-per-hour, 408-foot double. So, I mean, he should have a home run in the last 3 days. 408 feet, I count that as a home run.
408 feet is crazy.
Yeah, so he might be getting back into it. Birdsong is exactly the guy you want to see. Let's just say the wind's blowing out there. I don't know if it is, but it feels like it would be. San Francisco doesn't really matter because that stadium does a good job of mitigating the wind. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Churio plus 800 that's not a number that should exist for him.
Correct. Yeah, that's true. All right, I like it. I also like. You're right. I would not have taken him, so nothing stolen from me yet. All right, I'm gonna take two guys on the Orioles. You already know him. One of them is obviously Gunnar Henderson.
I'm taking him off of my list then for tonight. He's in the Millie, so there is that.
So Gunnar, I got him at 425 at Bet 365, who I know we just roasted, but and you can get it actually 450 at Fanatics, even better. FanDuel, FanDuel was 390. Now they're 420. I admittedly don't love that. But I mean, we said it yesterday. Gunnar, he hit 104.7 miles per hour off the bat, 394-foot flyout, and 387-foot double. And then on Saturday, we already talked about it, but he got robbed by Jose Siri.
Man, that's messed up.
And
thought that they were friends.
The guy he's going up against, Cutter Crawford, is absolutely a dong ball type of guy.
Yep.
He's given up a home run every 10 at-bats against lefties in the last 2 months, 12.5% barrel rate. And he mostly throws four-seam fastballs and cutters. That makes up like 70% of his pitch mix. And like literally the last 6 times that Gunnar has made contact with either a four-seam fastball or a cutter, it has left the bat 5 of the 6 times 100+ miles per hour. And the one that didn't was 98.2 miles per hour.
He's seeing it. Against Cutter, back in May, he saw a sweeper. He hit it 109 miles an hour, went 422 feet.
422 feet.
And he had a cutter 89 miles an hour. That only went 315. But
he was right there.
No, he's getting balls in there. He'll strike out or hit it very hard in the air. So
yeah. And then the next guy, I mentioned 2 guys on the Orioles. Santander did a home run.
He's back, right?
He's back. He hit one yesterday. For all the haters out there that say, well, batters can't do it 2 games in a row. He's done that 6 times so far this year.
Yeah. I think that myth is over. If you still believe that, then like you still believe in Santa or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not that Santa's not real, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Santander, like he had a little bit of a cold streak, but we see 200 miles per hour off the bat yesterday. And again, it's the matchup against Cutter. I mean, Cutter Crawford, this is like a perfect matchup specifically for Santander because Crawford allows the second highest fly ball rate in the NFL, or in the NFL. I still got NFL on the mind. In the MLB, about 55% fly ball rate allowed to lefties. Santander has literally the highest fly ball rate in the MLB at 56.7%. So it's a dude that loves to put the ball in the air, going up against a pitcher that loves allowing batters to put the ball in the air. And Santander had been in a little bit of a cold streak. I think he's back. I see no scenario in which at least one of these guys doesn't hit a home run, but more likely scenarios that they both do.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I don't mind taking two guys on the same team, anyways.
I
You
like.
know what I always think maybe for next year in my my end of the season debriefing that I'm going to do with myself. That's basically just me drinking a bunch of Miller Lights and thinking about the baseball season. But what I'm going to do during that debriefing is I'm going to definitely consider taking multiple guys from each game, like how you would do that. Is there a way? Is there something? Because, dude, you see it happens all the time where like a team scores like 9 runs, you know what I'm saying? And like, and you could have seen it from the pitching matchup. You're like, yeah, I kind of knew that was coming. And it's like, but you were afraid to have a bunch of the guys. So you're like, let me just get the one I really, really think is going to hit the home run, right? And then leave the other guys around. But if you're doing a milli parlay, you're not expecting to hit that shit anyways. You know what I mean? So like, just lay the wood, you know what I mean, on a certain game, like on a certain pitcher. Like, because, dude, if you got 3 out of the same game, what if you did that twice in a day? I mean, that's a wild day, but that's 6. You're 2 away. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really have to find another bum, you know, and no offense to the bums out there, but you know what I'm saying? You don't have to find another guy. You just got to find 2 more home runs somewhere. Yeah. Like, you can just find those laying on the ground somewhere, probably.
Yeah.
You know, just grab Shohei and Mookie in the Dodgers game and you just won.
Yeah, I think the strategy is probably, assuming the odds make sense, find if you really like today against Cutter Crawford, find 3 guys you like on the Orioles, and the odds are going to be the way where if one of them hits, like you're going to be profitable.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the way to go. Is like find a number where all you need is one guy to hit a home run and you're in the green.
I'm thinking for millies, but yeah, that
for millies is a little different.
I never even looked at profit with home runs. I'm looking at either hit $1 million or nothing.
Or lose it all.
Yeah. Although I will do the two guys, you know what I'm saying, and then parlay 2 guys together and then take them both straight, which I'm probably gonna do today because I have 2 $25 bonus bets from FanDuel. So I'll probably do that and then use 50 of my own money to parlay the 2 together. You can get like, I don't know. I had Ellie and somebody.
Corbett Carroll.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you. That would have been like $3,300.
Yeah.
2 guys hit a home run. That's not that crazy. I mean, and 2 guys are hitting the ball very hard at the time. 1 guy did hit a home run. So
yeah, you got half
you made money. You walk on to the next day, and that'll get you through the summer. It's a long summer, man. It's cruel too. You know what I'm saying? It's been multiple songs about that.
About the long summer.
Cruel summers.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, why not? Let's talk merch real quick because we've got a ton of merch now. I thought we only had 1 shirt, and it was an awesome shirt. It is an awesome shirt. I was probably gonna wear it today, but I forgot. But anyways, we have multiple shirts now at the merch store. The link is in the description. Come check it out for yourself. Everybody needs gear that they can gamble in. Like everybody. It's not just me, not just you. It's everybody out there needs gear they can gamble in. Like the Real Men Bet Overs. I love that shirt. I have the oldest version of it, and I still wear it. Do you know what I mean? Like a king, too. And, like, no one says anything because it's such an awesome shirt, and I look so good in it, probably. Or maybe they just don't want to be rude, but whatever. They don't say anything, so I can make up any reason I want.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, there's mugs. There's a no big deal like phone case. I'm trying to think. There's all kinds of. It just keeps like dropping into the store. I don't know where it comes from. Like the cloud, maybe.
The cloud.
I don't really understand
what I was
the cloud.
say.
So I just say it's probably from the cloud. And generally, you sound like you know what you're talking about. But yeah, it's insane. There's coffee mugs if you like to drink coffee, which I do. I'm trying to think. We should get an oversized coffee mug in there too, though, because gamblers, most of the ones I know that drink coffee, they drink giant ass coffees.
Like way too much coffee.
Yeah, there's no 1 cup of coffee. Like these are like 3 cuppers in the morning, maybe 1 at lunch or 2. I don't know. I usually go coffee in the morning and then I do like an energy drink at lunch, like a Celsius though, no sugar.
Yeah.
And that gets me through the day.
I'm a coffee in the morning type of guy, and then if I need to pick me up, I'll have it around lunchtime. But if I have coffee after 2 p.m., I won't be able to, like, I'll have trouble falling asleep.
Me too. I that's an age thing, I think. Well, I used to bartend like in college and even after college, and dude, we would drink Red Bulls. Like, remember Jaeger bombs. It was Jägermeister and Red Bull. We would drink 10 of them responsibly through the course of an evening. But like an evening wasn't an evening. It was like it started at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So like or while you were working and like we're talking like 2 a.m. And I'd go to bed. And I look back like, how the fuck? Like, how did I pull that off? Because if I even like sniffed a Red Bull at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm not going to bed that night. That's like, it's almost like cocaine, like literally, because like you're not going to bed, dude. So I don't know. Shout out to the young guys that can still drink the energy drinks and get out there. But I go no sugar and I go around noon, 1 o'clock, right in that area. Sweet spot. Gets me through the night games. Sometimes it gets me into the 10 o'clock games. You know?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're going to go to the 10 o'clock game tonight. That was a hell of a segue by me. No big deal. Let's go MLB Bets. I don't really have a real reason. He's got Imanaga, who I guess could be a home run guy. I'm still trying to figure him out. Last month, he's pretty good against righties. 5.9%, barrel rate. 8.5, though, on the season. So we're talking like 500 plate appearances, and 8% of those guys got the barrel on the ball, 8.5. So that's not horrible, but that's not good. That's definitely hittable. So there is that. Mookie is hitting the ball extremely hard recently. I'll pull him up on Zeus. Against lefties especially. I'm trying to think. I remember seeing a very good number from him. Let's see. Yeah. Well, the last one was a 98-mile-an-hour home run off of Smiley. But if you look at, he's getting the ball in the air in the 90s. Feels good enough for me in that regard. Just a week ago, 104.9 to 105-mile-an-hour line out. 387-foot fly out. This guy is hitting the ball hard. He hit one last night. It was probably the most – I didn't know it happened until today, so there's that. But it was the most awesome home run call I've ever had because I don't know if you saw the Millie video yesterday. But
I did not.
I said Mookie is going to hit a home run in the 7th inning. According to all my mental simulations, it was going to be in the 7th inning, and it sucks that we have to wait till the 7th inning, but it's going to be cool when it happens. And he hit a home run in the 7th inning.
It's exactly what happened. Wow.
That's crazy. Kind of freaked me out a little bit. I'm glad I didn't see it last night because I would have been like, what? Like, whoa. Like, I feel like I did that with my brain. You know what I mean? It just kind of freaks out sometimes. So, yeah. So, we'll go Mookie's plus 350 at FanDuel. I'm not even going to quote BetMGM, but he's 350 there too. Those guys are such dirtbags too.
Yeah.
They it was $2 or $4 for 2 different bets yesterday. Oh, dude, they're calling me now. Damn. But yeah, I tried to put in 2 bets that I found on OddsJam on the stream, and it was $4 for both of them. It's like just like you said earlier, they're not even trying to compete for your business. It's like what are we doing?
They don't even bother. It's ridiculous.
So whatever. They did give me $22 on Brock Purdy's rushing total, and he went over like in the first quarter, and I was laughing at them for that. It's tough to lose rushing yards as a quarterback. So once he goes over, you're pretty much all set. As a pro quarterback. In college, you can lose them easily.
Yeah.
But as a pro quarterback, it's difficult because they have to deem it that you were trying to run, which they do sometimes. They got me on Justin Fields one time, but like they have to say he was trying to run and it wasn't a sack, which is
you just got to worry about the QB kneels. That's it.
Yeah. Yep. The QB kneel at the end of the game. That's correct. You're right. There is that. But when he gets 11 and it's only 6.5, you're going to need a few kneels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although they brought in dude to do it last night. Allen. Did you see that?
Actually, no, I didn't.
Yeah. He came in and kneeled. I was like, yeah, you lose those 2 yards.
Yeah. Not Purdy's like, those aren't going on. That's not going on my record.
Nope. They paid out too very early in the game, which I always laugh at because like you could lose yards. That's happened to me at Caesars before where the guy did not cash, but he did at Caesars because they paid it out and they never went back and looked it up. Like they never did that. I can't remember who it was, but it was a running back. It was just rushing yards.
The worst beat I've probably ever had was I cashed like a pretty sizable same game parlay. Well, I thought I had cashed it, and it was and one of the legs was Devontae Smith receiving yards. And it was one of those things where at the very end of the game, the Eagles were losing. They're trying to do like the pitching around.
Yeah, so they
like,
threw it to him.
So he caught it, and then he threw it backwards.
Yep.
And they took that away from his receiving yards.
Yep. Travis Kelce, that happened once against the Patriots for me. 60 plus receiving yards, I think is what it was. He catches a ball, which gave him in the 70s. He fumbled, but the ball went so far backwards. When they picked it up, that's where it starts. So they took like 20-something yards away from him. I was like, wait, like, you know what I mean? It's much like, wait, no, that didn't happen. Like, no, that's you just lost because of nonsense.
The worst. So yeah, it was. I mean, and I had like a pretty sizable same game parlay that was and I thought it had won. Like in my mind, I was like, all right, this is money that I've already won. And then after the game, I'm like, what is up with his yards? And lo and behold.
Yep. No, that play. That's what they possessions taken over where they pick up the ball. So if it went full or if it went backwards, then that comes off.
Yep.
All right. And then finally, I'll do Kyle Schwarber once again. Hopefully Nigel can spell his name right this time, but whatever, it's fine. I have no real analysis here.
I mean,
my question to you is, do I need it?
No, I mean, I can give you the analysis. It's Taj Bradley away. And
yeah.
look at I mean, Kyle Schwarber in the 300s is criminal.
Yeah, he was 310. I think that like FanDuel has a rogue employee, but I guess it's not just FanDuel because it's everybody. I think BetMGM's at plus 360. Pinnacle's 364. There's a rogue employee out there. That's all I can think at Pinnacle, and then everybody else copied their line.
Yeah.
Whoever that is needs to go talk to somebody because you can't just act like that. Like, you gotta get yourself together. Whoever made that line, like, what are you doing? Like, stop. Again, talk to somebody. Read a book
against a right-handed pitcher.
Yes.
That's lunacy.
Yeah. So I mean, I could pull up on Zeus. I tell you now, it's
gonna look good.
It looks really good. It's to the point where you almost don't take him because it's like, all right, so can he just hit like this every day? Look at that. It's bright red. It doesn't get any brighter than that. 447, not bad. Off a lefty.
Yep.
Sorry, another sneeze. That's my bad. I didn't mean to sneeze.
It's all good.
Yeah, a lot of red. I mean, it's Kyle Schwarber. And it's a righty. He's hitting the ball hard, and it's in the 300. So you kind of just blindly take it, unless it's like DeGrom, Scherzer. Yeah. Well, Scherzer from a few years ago, but I think you get my point. Like, it's got to be like maybe some power pitcher that's going to strike him out 3 times. I don't think we have that going on tonight, especially on the road with Bradley. So, yeah, give me Schwarber. I think I have a pretty stacked lineup right there with Schwarber, Mookie, and Jackson Churio. I'm just curious to hear your third one.
I like it. When you first pulled up your first guy, I was worried you're going to take the other Jackson that I'm going with, Jackson Merrill.
Oh, we have 2 Jacksons.
2 Jacksons to hit a home run. I feel like the books just consistently price this guy in the 600s. He consistently hits home runs, and they never change it. I don't understand. He did not play yesterday, so it's impossible for him to hit a home run on a day that he doesn't play. The last time he played baseball was Sunday, and he hit a home run. He's hit 10 home runs since August 7th. That's the 3rd most in the MLB in that stretch. And the guy he's going up against is George Kirby. And the odds on that are plus 600. When you get a sec, if you don't mind, just making sure that it's still the case. I got it at plus 600. But yeah, the guy's going up against is George Kirby, the Mariners. Kirby is not quite a dong ball guy. He's also not a dong ball guy. Like, he's no Cutter Crawford, but there's only one Cutter Crawford out there. But
correct.
Kirby's allowed 20 home runs on the year. 12 of those home runs have come against left-handed hitters, and he's actually seen more at-bats against righties. He's got 372 against righties, 317 against lefties, still giving up more home runs against lefties. Home run per 9, 1.47. And it's also a pitch mix thing. Merrill hasn't seen a ton. which are mostly forcing fastballs, sliders, and splitters. But if you look at the past week, 3 separate hits against those 3 pitches, 101.6 miles per hour off the bat, 372-foot flyout, 101.8 miles per hour, 372-foot. That one was a home run. And then he had 105 off the bat, 377-foot double. So he's been hitting the ball hard. You see a bunch of hundreds on the screen here. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's a hitter, bro. Like, he just is. And a good one, too. You're looking at the names of these pitchers, too. They're not all bums. And no offense, I don't mean to call a major league pitcher a bum, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just guys that, you're probably not going to see around in, let's say, 3 years?
Forever. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I mean, having 2 Jacksons is kind of scary. Feels like we're kind of jumping the shark a little bit, but at the same time, I think 3 in the same one I think that might be jumping the shark. I think 2 is kind of is sharp. It's recognizing that we could do 2 Jacksons if we wanted to in this thing, and we're going to. If you look here, though, 100 plus mile per hour hits this season is very impressive. He has 103.
Machado 148 is. I know it's not who he took, but 148 from Machado is wild.
Yeah, I mean, he hits the ball hard, but I mean, when you're in that class, when you're a rookie and you're in that class, that's pretty damn good.
21 years old.
That's really good. All right, so that's gonna do it. Tomorrow we'll be back with more dingers. I hope all 6 of these guys hit. That way, everybody just like anybody that like listens to this show or watches this YouTube and like parlays all 6 for like $10 too. I hope that whoever does that just gets absolutely paid. You know what I mean? Like, just absolutely paid, because the guys that we have, I mean, my guys, Schwarber, Mookie, and Jackson Churio, I'm pretty sure are all hitting home runs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure. And then your guys, you got one guy from the Millie. Gunnar, I know he's going deep. Santander is going deep. Or Santander, my bad. I've been – all right, so Matty Chucks, you know him?
I know the name. I know the name.
We do some stuff together, and he calls him Santander, and I love it. You know what I mean? Imagine when you were a kid and you just like you and your buddies just completely butcher everybody's names.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah, I just love it. So, but I've been doing it too now. I'm like, damn it, dude. But no, Santander with Henderson and Jackson Merrill rounding out your 3, I think is a very formidable 6-man parlay. If you have, like I said, if you have I mean, it's probably not the way to use a bonus bet. I don't know that you go this big, but
hey, could happen.
But yeah, man, I just want somebody to hit one of those and just show me the ticket. I get so excited when I see that. Like somebody just got like absurdly paid.
While you were talking, $42, $41, nope, $40 turns that into $995K.
Type into the to win.
Smart.
Type 1 million into that, and it'll give you
$40.18.
Get you $1 million. If 6 guys hit a home run, I can't up the millie for the people because it is a people's millie, so I always have to do 8 legs for like $2.
Yeah.
Yesterday was $6.50. I went a little big time, but today I think it's down to $3. But yeah, I would. Dude, I want somebody to hit. I want it to be me, obviously, but I'll be honest with you, man. If somebody hits $1 million, I'll be so excited for them because that kind of proves my point that I think we're right. Like, I think we are right.
That it could happen.
I don't think that the books could, any way, shape, or form, price that correctly. I truly, truly believe that. I think it's crazy to think that we're all going to win $1 million off of one, but I still think the books can't price it. There's no chance they can do that. And I will do this every single summer for the rest of my life. Just to prove a point, because I don't think they can price it. I think they have no idea. No one does.
What if you hit one, are you retiring the million, or does that just make you want to hit one just like the next day?
Oh, we're going again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
they're not gonna retire into the sunset.
No, God, no. We just keep doing it. And we just kind of put the pressure on them and see what they're gonna do to combat that. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna do something. They're gonna nuke the odds, or they're gonna shut their doors. That would be pretty funny if like you just log into FanDuel the next day and it's just like, here's how you deposit or withdraw your money. We're done.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? We're all set. That was fun. We're fantasy sports again. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to this video because we need your help. We need more people to be in on this millie. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, or you want to, the links are in the description right now. Just hit that. Do me a favor, though. Hit us with a 5-star review. We always like to see those because they're fun and they help us and they make us feel good. And Matt, where are you located? Just in case the people want to hear more from you.
Yeah, if the people want to hear more from me, I am located on Twitter at Jedi Modi, posting YouTube videos, posting articles that I write for Newsweek. It's all going to be there on Twitter at Jedi Modi. So go ahead and hit me up there.
Awesome. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you on the other side.